What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about the content coming to NBA 2K25 MyTEAM tomorrow with #1 overall picks, or the NBA draft set. The NBA draft #1 picks packs dropped this MyTEAM Friday in MyTEAM, stacked with some of the greatest to ever hear their name first on draft night. Now, I don't know exactly who's all coming because, like, you guys can see in the background, like, some of these names like Kazi Russell, Yao Ming, Wemby, Chris Webber, the Candyman, Danny Manning, Ben Simmons, Oscar. Like, is that who we're getting? Are those all the players we're getting? It might be. Like, I don't know for sure, but those, we might be getting all of those players, which would be crazy in my opinion if we did see all of them, but I'm kind of thinking we're gonna see that. Now again, if you're wondering why, well, because again, if you look at the players in the background, they match up with the players we ultimately are getting. So I don't know for sure if that's going to come to fruition. We'll have to wait and see for tomorrow for all of them, but I think it could be. Cards we do know for sure are coming tomorrow: Invincible Chris Webber, Patrick Ewing, Ben Simmons, Anthony Edwards, as well as GOAT Yao Ming, GOAT Oscar Robertson, and we also do see in the tweet 100 overall Victor Wembanyama is coming as well. So the price of centers, the price of big men definitely are going to go down tomorrow with all of those cards coming out, right? Like that is a for sure type of thing, is that the prices will drop tomorrow as we are getting all of those cards. We also basically know the other guys that are coming: Kazi Russell, Greg Oden, Kwame Brown, Glenn Robinson, Anthony Davis. Like, I can't read all of them, but you can, you can get a good idea on who a lot of them are. And Brad Daugherty, the Candyman, David Thompson, Danny Manning. All of those cards, again, not for sure. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I think all of these cards are going to be coming to MyTEAM coming tomorrow. So, could get pretty crazy, could get pretty hectic tomorrow. But let's start with 100 overall Victor Wembanyama and talk about him. I mean, what more do you want me to say? The Galaxy Opal Wemby's a beast. The Invincible's a beast. So 100 overall, Wemby is obviously going to be a beast as well. Now, as far as his release, I do expect him to have the, normal Victor Wembanyama release, but I do expect it to be on very quick, which I actually really do like that release a lot. I think that release is absolutely incredible. Now, beyond that, guys, Wemby's going to have 100 overall stats. So honestly, I expect 100 overall Wemby to be nearly just as good as the Invincible Wemby. And I know people are going to call me crazy for that. I know his SIGs and he might not have Pro 2 and those types of things, but he is going to be nearly just as good because the Galaxy Opal Wemby is still elite on this game. And so now you're plugging in, 100 overall Wemby. He is going to be ridiculous. Now, as far as some of these Invincibles, right? Like Patrick Ewing. Is it even possible for me to be hype about a Patrick Ewing card? I don't know. Right? I'm not trying to hate on him, but I don't know if it's even possible for me to be excited about Patrick Ewing, just based off Patrick Ewing always stinks on this game. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Invincible Pat Ewing doesn't get me excited. Invincible Anthony Edwards doesn't get me excited either. He's a card that always stinks. We also see Invincible Ben Simmons. It's crazy because we already have 100 overall Ben Simmons, but Invincible Ben Simmons coming tomorrow, sure, to be one of the best point guards in the game. Hopefully they give him a better release. Hopefully they update the leaner to Pro 2. Hopefully those couple of adjustments, those couple of things, if they do those things, are enough to make him, what I thought he would be, right? Like I used, the 100 overall Ben Simmons the other day. I honestly didn't love the card, right? I felt like his release wasn't that good. I felt like his leaner wasn't that good. So I hope he's going to be slightly better than that. Then we also do see Invincible Chris Webber. It's just crazy because I feel like 2K could do so much more with content, and yet we see the same cards over and over and over again. Yes, Invincible Chris Webber is just going to be the slightly better version of his 100 overall. Like, it's not surprising. That is what we are going to see. GOAT Oscar, he's going to be fine. Nothing special. 6'5" at that point guard position. Probably just a slightly worse GOAT MJ is kind of what I'm expecting. And then you see GOAT Yao Ming. GOAT Yao Ming, right? Gonna have every legend badge in the game. He's gonna be 7'6". His release needs to be updated. Hopefully is updated come tomorrow. With all of that, all of those things being said, if you don't think Yao Ming's the new best card in the game, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm not trying to you know, gas Yao Ming that much. But if you don't believe that he is going to be that best center, the best card in the game tomorrow, I don't know what to tell you. To me, it's crazy, though, that we are getting a GOAT Yao Ming on the same day we're getting in, you know, the 100 overall Wemby. It's like, is 100 overall Wemby going to be like somewhat inexpensive so guys like I can afford him? Or are they just going to make him crazy high in price? Because, I mean, look, and again, I'm going to talk about 100 overall Wemby a lot because the card's obviously going to be incredible. The thing for me is, like, I hope his price is somewhat affordable because, like, if it is, guess what? That's all you need. You don't need all of the top dogs at all times in the game. You get 100 overall Victor Wembanyama, he's going to be able to go out there and compete against a lot of those top level, top type of guys. So I'm hoping, you know, Wemby is somewhat inexpensive. And the nice part about, like, us getting, another Wemby is hopefully it just keeps dropping the price tags of the other Wembys we have, right? Hopefully the Pink Diamond Wemby slightly goes down. Hopefully the Galaxy Opal Wemby slightly goes down. The thing for me is it's hard for me to get super excited about these content drops. And I know a lot of people may, but it's just like, we've seen all of these cards already. And it's something that I've wished forever. I wish we saw some different variety. You know, give us cards we haven't seen. I guess cards we do, you know, see in that background, Cassie Russell, Glenn Robinson, you know, some other cards. I don't know if we're going to get all of them or not. But you do see some really, really, really solid, or I don't even want to say solid cards, but cards that would be fun, right? Cards that would be fun to get in the game, cards that would be fun to use. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for, is hopefully we continue to get some of that type of variety, because that's what I think this game needs. Yes, tomorrow's drop is insane. 100 overall Wemby, Invincible Ben Simmons, GOAT Yao Ming. Like, the drop is crazy. I know, I get that. But at the end of the day, when we've seen a lot of these cards already, it's kind of tough for me to be that stoked about it. You know, like, obviously this drop is crazy. But I, you know, it is what it is. I don't think I can get that excited about it. Now the question then becomes, okay, yes, Yao Ming is going to be pricey. What are they going to give him as far as a release, right? Like, when you look at the GOAT cards so far, you know, obviously I like the MJ. People don't want to gas that MJ. I actually really kind of do like that MJ that we do have. But as far as like the other GOAT cards that we have right now in the game, you see Kareem, right? Kareem's release, you're looking at Reem. I think he's got that Steph Oscar. You look at D-Rob. D-Rob's got the Patty base. So, like, they have not given GOAT cards all of the same release. So it'll be interesting to see, like, what they do end up giving Yao, because that is one thing I haven't necessarily. Yao's jumper is fine on his 100 overall, but it definitely could be improved. So that is something to obviously keep an eye on heading into tomorrow. But I know, to me, I'm most excited about the 100 overall Ben Simmons. And maybe it's because I like the Wemby base on the Galaxy Opal and hoping they put it on the 100 overall and he's going to be just such a cheese ball for me. Like, that's what I'm hoping for. But I'm just nervous that the 100 overall Wemby is going to be like 3 million MT. I genuinely am, and it honestly, as bad as it sounds, would not surprise me if he is that expensive. A lot to talk about with this drop. It is a pretty top-heavy drop, and just a lot of good cards with Yao, Ben Simmons, and Wemby obviously a part of it. They obviously, 2K has to incorporate some of the troll guys, like a Pat Ewing, like an Anthony Edwards, guys that just honestly aren't gonna be very good. Let me know your thoughts on this drop down below in the comments. Do you guys like this drop? Are you kind of with me, like excited about Wemby? Let me know. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.